We got another portfolio here. This one is mostly the stuff I made while doing TikToks. I started doing TikToks 2 years ago, but I didn't start taking it seriously probably like this year, but even more so in the last few weeks. So I'm just going to show you what I got here. I hope that you guys see some progression and you see some improvement. But yeah, these are the stuff I've created so far. So on the first page we have Zoro. There were other drawings before this, but I gave them away as gifts. But this is Zoro. He's one of my favorite characters from One Piece. I just think like his loyalty is top notch. He was always, and this was such a great scene. Like it was just, he's an epic character in an epic show. In this spread, we have Luffy and the characters from Toradora. Luffy's just a goat in anime. He's just a freaking beast. He's an amazing character, and his loyalty to his friends is incredible and inspiring, and just a great show to watch. Toradora is a fun anime. It's one of the first animes I got my wife to watch with me, and she freaking loved it. It's such a funny show. It has a lot of heart, and I recommend it to anyone who's starting out anime. Toradora is great. So these are, I forget his name, Ryuji and Taiga, I think are their names. But yeah, this was a good thing. You could tell, like, too, like, in their outfits, like, the colors are not as smooth. I really like in Luffy's that, like, his little, like, shorts look like jeans almost, with the little cross-hatching effect I did. But yeah, I was still not used to making solid colors yet. There was still too much, like, little negative space coming through. On this next spread, we have Levi from Attack on Titan. And I want to say this is Maid-sama. Another funny anime that I was watching with my wife. It's pretty good. Attack on Titan, I really got to get back into. I stopped at season 3. But I really liked Levi's character. I think he's pretty dope. But yeah, like, again, the colors aren't as smooth. I do like certain things, like this little bottom part of his belt looks pretty clean, but I'm not happy with his face. I have really bad issues with faces. And then here on the Maid-sama page, I really like how the little pastry came out in the tray. The top of her hair came out pretty nice, but I'm not happy with my guy's eyes here, man. It's not looking right. Okay, here's where, like, I remember when I started really taking off on TikTok. I really started putting a lot of effort into it. So Jason is my wife's favorite horror character. So I see him a lot in this house, just like a lot, especially on Halloween. The dude overtakes the place. So because I see him a lot, I thought, you know, I'm gonna do a Jason drawing. My favorite part of this drawing, like really looking at it now, is this mask on the grass. I feel like it really freaking came out good. I'm not loving the jacket on him. The mask on him, okay, it looks okay, but I feel like I could do better. But this mask, man, just this mask looks freaking fire now that I'm looking at it. It looks really good. We got Sly Cooper on this side. I love Sly Cooper. I've been playing Sly Cooper forever. It was probably like one of the first... It's probably like the third PS2 game I got. I think it was like Harry Potter Chamber of Secrets, Jack and Dexter, and then Sly Cooper. Like, Sly Cooper's a man. I love that. The cell shading style. The only thing I don't like about this one, I wasn't really confident with the different shades of blacks and grays with my color pencils. So like there's this little like haziness on his tail that I'm not like. It's not as smooth as I would have liked it. But maybe I'll revisit that one day. Now we got Freddy and Leonardo. Freddy was an attempt on drawing someone human. I have really big issues drawing people. I always get nervous drawing people. I feel like, you know, it always looks weird, you know. I feel like it's never going to look exactly like them. Like, there's, like, little tricks to make people think it looks exactly like them, but I'm not any good at it yet. My wife bought me a book on drawing people, so I've been studying up on that. So hopefully, eventually, I could draw people, but I'm going to start with animals first, because I feel like animals is more forgiving. But yeah, I like the thing I like the most about this one is his hat. I feel like if I would have cleaned it up more, like with the color, maybe even use a Q-tip to smooth out the colors, the hat would have came out real clean. But I'm still learning. The Leonardo looks dope. I grew up on this version of TMNT. on Fox Kids, and Leonardo's always been my favorite. I like the color blue, and I like the dual swords. Only thing I would complain about in this is his adamant shell. I'm not liking what I did with the black there. I should have just used a darker shade of yellow to make the shadows look more smooth. But other than that, this is pretty decent. Alright. Next page, we got Batman the Animated Series. I don't like his eyes. I feel like I overdid it with the black in his eyes. And his eyes don't seem as pronounced. He kind of looks derpy. Like if he bought like his mask from like a cheap store or something. But other than that, I'm liking, like, I'm getting more smooth with the colors in this one, so that's pretty cool. This is Spider-Man. I'm pretty sure I was looking at a reference from the Ultimate Spider-Man comics. I love the Ultimate Spider-Man comics. I was a big fan of them growing up, and I just feel like the stories were just so good, man. Like, it was such a good story. I didn't want to just make like a full Spider-Man here. I kind of wanted to make it look like, you know, the ink was being bled through the artwork. I think it came out pretty good, but I want to see if I can execute this idea better in the future, because maybe I could do something cool like this with the Spider-Man PS5 I'm going to be doing soon. But I really like how this came out. I like how his lenses came out too. They came out pretty sick. Then we got Spectacular Spider-Man. This has to probably be one of my favorite animated Spider-Man, because the stories were just so well done. The character designs were so cool, and it made reference to like the Sam Raimi Spider-Man stuff with certain scenes. But my only complaint with this is the blues. Like when you're drawing it in the light, it kind of looks better. But when you're looking at it, the blues just seem off. Like they're too, one's more vibrant, one's more dull, and it's coming off weird. But his head I like a lot. And I didn't use any like inks to outline, because that's not how the style is. But I really like how this came out. I could probably make it a lot better now, but still pretty clean. Then we got Superman from the animated series. I'm not liking his eyes, man. His eyes look weird, and some of the cape is not as great. I think at this point I was just getting tired, and my pencil was probably getting real low, and I just wanted to be done with it. But it could always be like revisited and cleaned up better, but not that bad. Okay, I'm really proud of this Beauty and the Beast one, because I don't draw Disney characters much, because they're, especially the classic ones, they're just masterpieces of animation, and to recreate it is really tough. I think the thing I take away the most pride in is Belle's dress, because you could really see like the ruffles and like the highlights in it. I think that came out the best. And Beast's jacket, I think they're dope. I'm not liking Belle's eyes. I feel like I could have done a lot better. Maybe if I scale this up, I'll be more precise with it. But, and his face, I didn't have enough different shades of browns and reds to make it look more nice, but it came out pretty good. I'm generally happy with how that one came out. Then we got Teen Gohan. Teen Gohan is one of my favorite Dragon Ball Z characters. I always like Gohan. He's just a freaking beast, man. He's to me, he's like the Hulk. Like he doesn't want to fight. Like he's very reluctant. He likes life. But if you push him enough, man, he freaking snaps and he just kicks ass. I like it a lot. The only thing I don't like, I would want to improve on, is the shadows again. I feel like some of these purples could be a lot more cleaner, and I think I could have inked the outlines a lot better, because they start to get lost in some of the shading. But yeah, I think, and I should have added lightning. I keep forgetting with Super Saiyan 2, he needs lightning. Next is Scooby-Doo. I mainly drew Scooby-Doo because my wife loves Scooby-Doo, and I always forget that she likes Scooby-Doo. And I remember that day that I'm like, hey, maybe I could do Scooby-Doo and she'll wanna, you know, have it one day. Like, this is something I'll do for fun. And I kept it here because we have no room to hang up artwork. But yeah, Scooby-Doo was fun. I actually liked this a lot. It wasn't really that hard to mess up, because it's a very easy character to draw. It was made back in the day, and I think it was really well done. I was second guessing myself with his legs, because they do have a weird shape to them almost. They're like kind of wonky, but it came out pretty good. I'm not really a big fan of his back legs, but it seems to work. I don't like this little S shape that's happening there by the leg. But yeah, I like it. The next one is Gon from Hunter x Hunter. I accidentally stumbled onto Hunter x Hunter, and Gon is just freaking the most. He's one of the most determined like main characters in anime. I haven't finished all of it, but from what I saw, it's pretty. I stopped like where the insects started to come around. I was just like I can't deal with this right now, so I just went on to something else. But yeah, Gon is pretty sick. I think I'm not liking the bottom of the shoe. Bottom of the shoe could have been better. Then we got Goku. I'm not liking the blacks, man. The blacks in the pants are pissing me off. I should have just in a darker shade of orange. Because you could tell like there's two different colors of orange. There should have been a third one. It would have made it way more cleaner. And the boots just look rushed. But you know, but this is good. Looking back at this, it's going to help me get better. But I see where I was rushing and I see where I could have done better. And it's good to acknowledge those things. I think this guy's name's Illumi or Imi. I don't remember. I know it's Killua's older brother. This was a request from someone on TikTok, so I drew them. The only thing I would have done better is I probably would have used a darker shade green on the shadows of the pants and shoes, and fix up his shoulders. His shoulders are throwing me off. I'm not liking the color that much, and his skin tone. I feel like I went too. There's like some green in it, and it's not as pale as I want it to be. Next is Kakashi. I like this one a lot. I feel like I did really well with the grays here. I feel like I could have done better with the hair, but like in certain lighting the hair comes off nice, and in others it looks too flat. But yeah, that one's good. I don't have much complaints about that one. Okay, I got some complaints on this one, and it's the shadows. I think I need to get better at just using darker shades of the color to make the shadows, and only using black and grays in the most extreme situations. But his pants, I'm not liking the pants. Alright, now we got Harley Quinn and Wonder Woman spread. Harley Quinn, I'm not seeing much to complain about, mainly because it's just 3 colors at most, maybe 4 because of her eye color. But I feel like I could, if I did a darker line around her, it would have made her stand out more, but I'd say it's a pretty solid one. Wonder Woman's the shadow issue still. Like, I need to get better at it. Like, the shadows on her legs and on the skirt could have been a lot cleaner. I feel like using different and darker shades of the initial color would have been done a lot better. But overall, pretty cool. The boots are tough. I'm not gonna lie, the boots are pretty sick. I did this Batgirl drawing. I'm not gonna show it because I was told that the artist who created this style of Batgirl doesn't like people recreating it, so I can't show it, okay? I'm not trying to get in trouble. So let's move on to Supergirl. Supergirl, real quick. I hate the eyes. I hate the cape. Because the shadows don't make freaking sense on this cape. And my reference, I just was looking at it and I wasn't thinking, and it just wasn't working, bro. There's like no shadows anywhere except for the cape, and it's just bad. We got Naruto. Hate the eyes. Everything else is fly. Hair could have been better. Shadows on the boots could have been better. But other than that, the freaking fit is fly. Joker, it's clean. It's a clean Joker. I feel like the teeth could have been better. The dog wants to be in the shot. She wants to help out. Yeah, so Joker could have been better with just smoothing out the color a little bit. Probably using a Q-tip and some baby oil maybe. Clean up the colors a lot more. But that's it for now. There are more drawings coming later next year. I'm hoping to have a good 2 new drawings every week. Hopefully. That's the goal. I'm trying to get into better habits of posting and creating art and just putting myself out there more. The goal of all these channels and all these drawings and all this artwork isn't to be a millionaire or make money. It's just to get enough money to live comfortably and not let my wife work nights anymore. So if I can make this art blow up and she doesn't have to work a day in her life anymore, fantastic. And that's the goal and that's the dream. It's just to live comfortably with my wife and the family I'm trying to build. So, yeah, support by subscribing, liking, and, you know, sharing. That will help a lot. And I will see you guys on Monday with this week's review. I don't know what Cris went through this week because I'm filmed on Sunday, but I'm sure he had an okay week. We'll see. Bye.